Hey, welcome back to Rock Stardust. Hope you've had a great week. Today we're going to look at a supergroup, Bad Company, who have just been inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. About bloody time. They've waited 20 years too long, in my opinion. Real shame, because there's no longer Boz, there's no longer Mick Ralphs, and Paul's too unwell to be able to perform and actually be there. So you've only got Simon Kirke left. And that's a real indictment against the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame for letting such an amazing band wait this long when they've put on all this other rubbish, pop and rap and, stuff that doesn't even confine to rock. But hey, that's a video for another day, all right? What I want to look at today is celebrate them and look at, 10 of their deepest tracks. And the way I want to do it, there was an album that came out in 85 that was huge, called 10 from 6. And that's where I first really, discovered Bad Company. I'd heard tracks growing up, which always reminded me of the brilliant singing of Paul Rodgers and the brilliant playing and the perfect songs. But this is the album that really got me hooked. And so the 10 from 6 lineup, side one consisted of Can't Get Enough Your Love, number 1. Feel Like Making Love, number 2. Running with the Pack, Shooting Star, Moving On. That's side 1. And side 2 was Bad Company, Rock and Roll Fantasy, Electric Land, Ready for Love, and Live for the Music. So it's a fantastic collection of some of their biggest hits and stuff. Well, what I'll do today is look at the deepest tracks. And in doing so, we're going to do another 10 from 6, but we're going to look at tracks that we're not going to include any of those tracks that were released on the original 10 from 6, all right? So, awesome. So what we're going to do, we're going to kick it off. Side 1, I'm going to start off with Good Lovin' Gone Bad from Straight Shooter. Absolute rip-roaring rocker. Amazing riff from Mick Ralphs. Great vocal from Paul Rodgers. And just an awesome opening track, I believe. That would be a great way to start side 1. After the second track, I'm going to go from this album, right? We're going to have Rock Steady at number 2. Another brilliant song, builds up, real rockin' soul vibe, and that's going to be the second track on side 1. And for the third track, back to this album again, we're going to have Seagull, which is amazing acoustic guitar song, just that epic, ballad vibe, and one that recently, just with that new Bad Company cover version release, Joe Elliott and Phil Collins have covered it and do a great job. So that's the third track. And the fourth track, going back to Straight Shooter, right, we've got Wildfire Woman, which is awesome, that drive and feel, driving down the highway, getting closer to your love. Going pretty fast now, but it ain't fast enough. And then that groove is so cool. And then it kicks into that really high register Paul Rodgers vocal, Wildfire Woman. And it's ballsy and it's just powerful. I love that. So that's track number 4. And to finish off side 1, I'm going to Running with the Pack. Right? And we're going to choose Simple Man. Okay? Really, really special song and a great way to close out side 1. So that's the first side. Okay? So for side 2, I'm hitting it off with first track, Gone, 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 written by Boz Burrell. Great track. It's probably one of the greatest breakup songs of all time. Got to get the boys around, do some drinking fast. Great catchy song, so understated, doesn't get enough due. It's a classic rock song from this album, but a lot of people aren't as familiar with it. That's a great way to open up side 2, yeah? And we're going to go back to the Straight Shooter album for track number 2, right? Deal with the Preacher. Oh my God, cool. That just grooves again, and it's got that, I don't know, they had this amazing feel of the land the highway landscape and the American roots within this amazing British supergroup. And you know, that chemistry is awesome. So you got, you know, Boz Burrell, fantastic bass player. The more I listen to these parts, just so cool. And you know, with the Simon Kirke's drumming, great stuff. So number 2, we're going to go Deal with the Preacher. And at number 3, I'm going for, we are back at this album here, right? And it is Evil Wind, another brilliant deep track that's going to push this album on again, keeps you moving and grooving. And this one is super cool, and it's got some of the best playing the band ever did. You know, the groove is intense. It just drives along again, you know, and then towards the end of the song, it goes into this new part. It's like a closing section where you'll never hear Bad Company playing better. All musicians, all right? So you've got this amazing Carlos Santana-like guitar lead from, you know, Mick Ralphs, where he sort of channels that. So another side to his playing, his, you know, shows his class and versatility, feel. And behind that, you've got Boz and Simon Kirke just grooving so awesome. Like one of the best grooves, if you isolate that in itself, of any music from the 1970s, where you can tell how incredibly tight they are with this amazing intense feel and groove, and that just is awesome. So that's Evil Wind, track number 3, side 2. And for track 4 for this album, we're going to go to this puppy here, all right? And it's Burning Sky, which is one of their absolute gems and a little bit overlooked, and it's just a great song. You know, wanted to break out of jail to see his girl, and the lightning and the groove of it. It's got a great solo from Ralphs, real gutsy vocal from Paul Rodgers, absolutely brilliant. Number 4, Burning Sky. And to cap off the album, just to finish it off, to recover from this amazing collection of 10 from 6 deepest tracks, we're going to go with Early in the Morning, okay? And that's going back to, you know, Desolation Angels, which I can show you again now, right? That's the one. Cool. It's a beautiful song, and it's a stunning way to cap off this, I think, would be an amazing release. All right, so a new 10 from 6 for Bad Company. They're back in the spotlight. Love to see it released. That's my 10 deepest tracks, 10 from 6 album. Tell me what yours would be. I'd love to see that in the comments. And hey, if you love this sort of stuff, you know, do subscribe, give it a like. It helps build the channel, and I'd really appreciate that. And we'll catch you next time. But again, thanks to the great music of Bad Company. Should have been recognised so much sooner in that Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, but hey, at least they are now. So again, brilliant. Paul Rodgers, one of the greatest vocalists of all time. Mick Ralphs, one of the distinctive, cool bluesy rock guitar players of the 70s. And, you know, Boz Burrell, just a brilliant bass player, and Simon Kirke, just an amazing feel on the drums. So great band. Thanks for watching again, and we'll see you next time. Cheers.